testing out his hand at the whole broadcast thing. Not doing too bad. Giving us his little bits of insight, and now he's back behind the controller on stream against Dan. Decent run for him today. He's been playing, you know, whichever character suits him at the time. I've seen him go a lot of Cloud today, like a real lot.
I mean, honestly, that's good because I think out of all the characters that EarlOfM, I think needs a little bit of work on is the Cloud. Like before, he has a lot of characters in his repertoire. I know 2 of them are Marcina and one of them's Cloud. I always felt that his Marth and Lucina were a little bit more trained up than his Cloud, and I feel like it's kind of fallen on the wayside a little bit. So I feel like with, you know, just playing the character in bracket is a good way to get comfortable with it.
No, he went for it. Oh, this kid popping off a little early.
Yeah.
We're stock 1, game 1. Calm down.
Going in, no questions asked right now.
Well, we'll see what he has the capability to do with a lead. Looks like Dan's already running it back a little bit with that nice little combo there. And as it is a lot of times in this matchup, it seems like they'll do damage to each other pretty frequently, but it's who can get that finishing read at the end of a stock, who can do something a little bit just better than the other in neutral with a harder punish. I was talking to Big Mac a real lot about this today, as is EarlOfM, unfortunately, suicides.
Yeah,
this game is more of a punish game than a neutral game.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about the follow-ups now. It's the nature of the characters and it's the nature of the roster where it's all dependent on how good your character's follow-ups are and how much damage you get off of those follow-ups. So really, if you're one of that was
clean there.
That was good. See, that's the thing about both of these players is that their punish game is so good, and they're not afraid to try to read you. Like right here, Dan's just going off. He was playing safe, but now he's getting to the point. He knows that he's in the lead. He knows that he's got a little bit of room to do stuff like that.
Yeah, he's been utilizing that forward smash an incredible amount in the last couple of weeks. Is that down smash, is that going to kill?
No, not quite. Earl, good sweet spot back to ledge.
Yeah, couldn't quite get the flood on there either. That could have killed if he was just a little too high in the sweet spot. But getting up there with that back air on the platform, going to force EarlOfM to just, you know, he stood there a little bit. He landed on the platform and he didn't shield. He didn't, you know, roll away. He didn't do anything in place. He didn't even jump. So
yeah, it looked like when he got on that platform, he was just stuck in his own movement. Which, I mean, you know, it happens. Like when you're in situations like that and you need to act quickly, it can be hard to get it can be hard to get the character moving properly where you need to in time. So, you know, it happens.
It is one of those unfortunate things with moving platforms and stages. You know, we talk about how balanced are stages. You know, as a general rule, like triplats, they don't have moving stages. FD doesn't have stages, so it creates a little bit of a different area of magnitude.
We've also heard all the talk from you about Town and City and its moving platform.
Oh, I'm not done yet. I promise you that. But Smashville, it has that with the floaty platform. It's very influential in matchups occasionally. It makes the stage really good for certain characters like Sheik and Mewtwo, characters that can carry through the through that platform with like back airs and forward airs. So we're going to go to game 2 here. Dan with the lead in game 2, as well as a 1-0 lead overall in the set. Looking to close out EarlOfM and move on to winter semis. EarlOfM switching to the Marth. See if he can make something happen. I haven't seen him play any other characters other than Cloud today, but he is a Marth main and not really looking it. Dan giving him the hands, as you put it, for that first stock.
And this is just kind of a steamroll right now. Like Dan started off with a lot of momentum. And I think this pick was just to kind of rely back on EarlOfM's fundamentals. He just kind of wanted something to keep Mario out. And Marth's one of those characters where he's got the spacing and he's got the tools to, in general, kind of swat Mario away if he's trying to be too aggressive. But the problem is Dan knows how to get around these disjoints really well.
I was looking for Dan to go fair and to double jump fair again.
And
it would have been the dirtiest thing of all time.
I love when Dan does creative stuff like that. But a lot of, I think a couple Midwest commentators like to put it, when he gets in that kind of situations, he's the human highlight reel. And he really is. Like, he's bases Mario off of a lot of the high-level Marios, mainly Ally, and it like shows, like, look at that.
There's the forward smash again. Dan relentless that set. It looked like EarlOfM at no point even had time to breathe. I think you and I each gave out maybe 2 or 3 points the whole set, just like quick conversation and there it goes. I mean, Dan did not hold back. There was no kind of slow interaction between the two of them. He went in, and that was the end of the set when he was done.
Dan sets can be like that sometimes.
Yeah, that was definitely one of them. He's playing at the top of his game right now, so it's good to see Dan kind of in that rhythm because he is definitely one of our best players, former PR #1 here in Chicago. He's an excellent player. So he's going to move on to winner semis, knock EarlOfM down to losers. So who else do we have hiding here in winners semis? Let me see who we got coming up next. This has been an interesting tournament so far. We've got some visitors from out of state. Mr. Ryan Ness, #1 in Maine, was in brackets. Yeah, we're going to be getting Ryan Snoofle next.
Ooh, that'll be good.
Yeah, that was this is a rematch from last week. Two guys who made it to grand finals. Snoofle making a heck of a run last week.
Honestly,
bracket.
like good on Snoofle for making that run because he's always been that one player that has always been trying to break into the upper echelons in Chicago Smash 4. And